American people with the truth and nothing else.
The reason why I say as of this moment, because I'm also a married woman who took my husband's last name. This means that my birth certificate does not match my legal name. On January 9th, 2025, you joined as a sponsor of HR 22 SAVE Act. This means that me and 69 million women like me who have taken their spouse's last name will not be eligible to vote. I want you to look me in the eye and tell me why you are trying to take away my right to vote.
You're saying this bill is going to take away 69 million people's right to vote. I disagree.
Every single news outlet, Fox, CNN, every news outlet that is reporting on this are saying that it is going to make it incredibly difficult for any woman who has a married last name to vote. It is a voter suppression law that you signed on as a sponsor of, and I want to know why you're scared for me to vote.
If you'll let me talk, I think you'll see that we were just down at an IT conference and a bipartisan approach to voter ID. Now, they actually have digital ID that we can do in the future that's going to solve a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse. And this is a Democrat. Wait, no, this is a Democrat. I'm going to tell you what a Democrat solution is that I agree with, if you'll allow me. Is this a bipartisan issue or not? Do we want to come to a conclusion where we can agree and move on? Or do you just want to yell at me and call me names? If you want to do that, I can just stand back here and you can just yell at me. But if you want to solve this problem, we can actually give everything. I'll just sit back here and just let you yell at me.
No, McCormick, I hear what you're saying about a digital solution, but the SAVE Act that you are sponsoring requires a paper ballot. It requires a paper birth certificate. It requires you to show up in person. It takes away everything digital that you're talking about. It requires in-person voting registration with a birth certificate that matches.
He thought he would get away with that spin with this lady.
Suppression. It is not a bipartisan solution.
Mr. Kent Ackermont.
Please answer.
So, I'm happy to review what it says, but if I disagree with you, I don't think it says that.
Really, he sponsored the bill he's saying he did not read. They are doing what Trump tells them to do without question, no matter what damage it does to people in need, or the people that voted them in.
Look guys, here's the deal. I came here to have a discussion. I think a lot of you didn't come here in good faith to have a discussion. You came here to yell. The fact that I came here was because I knew there'd be about 75% of people that were unhappy, and I wanted to have a discussion about how we can get to the end point and solve some problems. I didn't have to come here. My staff didn't have to come here. There's no law that says Congressman McCormick has to stand here in front of you.
It's your job.
How many town halls we have? We've
It's
done
your
4
job.
town halls. And I continue to come back, and I'll continue to come back.
Because it's your
But
job.
If you want to have a discussion, we can have a discussion. But this is about solving problems, not about just yelling at each other. Because once again, we don't convince each other by yelling. We convince each other by sitting down and figuring out how we solve them.
Answering questions.
Okay, so this will be the last question, and then it'll be your closing thoughts. Mr. Dale Jordan from Cumming, are you here? Mr. Jordan from Cumming asks, with Governor Kemp's appointment to the Council of Governors, how does that help you and our reps in Georgia and the state of Georgia?
They knew about Project 2025, and they knew what it will do to the voters that voted for them to help them, the trust they put into these assholes to keep their families safe. with food in their homes so their kids never have to go hungry. They knew about the hardship that would come from the actions and decisions they make for the voters.
By and large, this is moving very quickly compared to other administrations, and I think across the board.
When he said he thinks Trump's done some good things, well, what did he mean? That it's good that Trump in taking veteran benefits, and it's already happening. It's good that they are trying to cut Medicare and Medicaid, or firing people that have kept flying in planes safe. People were not dying in airplane when Biden was in charge.
Hello, TikTok. I'm the Independent. As you see by this video that I just made, the Republican Party are sponsoring bills they never read. Little Mike Johnson writes them up and just throws them on their desk and tells them to sign them. And they sign them. Just like the lady said in that clip. You sponsored the bill. And then he says, I don't think the bill says that, but I'll look over it. That means he never even read the bill that he sponsored. They knew the deal. They knew what Trump is trying to do. And they just want to shit all over the people that voted for him. Everybody in that room is MAGA. Well, not MAGA, but Republicans. They're Republicans. They all voted for Trump. They all voted for that idiot that's standing in front of them. That's why he's standing in front of them. And this is why they're so pissed. And they have every right to be. And he's talking about, if you want to yell at me, there's nothing that he can say that justifies what he's trying to do with Trump. Nothing he could say that justifies everything that they are doing, trying to take Medicare away, trying to take all health care away so they can give more money to the billionaires with tax cuts. And they need the money from that to pay for it. Social Security, Medicaid, all those programs that help families, that helps kids eat. Like EBT or food stamps or whatever it is, whatever they call it, whatever they want to call it. They're taking that away from their districts who basically need it more and get more of it than all the other Democratic states, the Republican states. And they talk about socialism. What do you think socialism is? These people depend on these checks in order to eat every month, in order to help them out, in order to help pay for their rent, in order to put food on the table for their kids. They can't even do that now. They can't even fry an egg for their children in the morning because eggs are so expensive. Mega, this is what you voted for. I'm sorry, because it's not up to me to say, you know, we told you so. The thing is, in 2026, for the primaries,